everybody. Hi,
Hello. Hey, what's up?
Jen. All right, everybody. Well, this is our welcome orientation for all of our new and returning stylists. So if that's you, say hi, tag your recruiter or your leader or both. And let us know where you're watching from. We're so happy to be here with you, welcoming and getting our new stylists up and running. Or this is also appropriate if you are looking to just kind of refresh. Maybe you've been away for a while. Maybe you just feel like you need a review. There's never any harm in refreshing yourself with an overview, and perhaps you're here supporting your new stylist. In any event, hi, and we are going to help you get off to a spectacular start in your Park Lane business. So my name is Michelle Zito. I'm your company VP. I am here with one of our senior divisions on our team, Jennifer Ewert. We are coming to you coast to coast from New York and California to help you get off to this fantastic start. We're going to go over today how to add free jewelry to your kit every month, some success tips for your launch, for know how and when you're getting paid, the sale. We're going to go over a whole bunch of things. So please make sure that you have paper and a pen. There's going to be things you want to write down, what we're actually sharing, and then there's going to be times you just want to write down where things are so that you'll be able to go back later. Speaking of where things are, we're going to put a couple of links here for you in the comments. One of them is the various Facebook groups that you're going to be want to join if you haven't done so already. Now, if you're watching this, chances are you're already in our Team Shine On group. We're going to show you where in this group you'll be able to find some fantastic training materials. Then we have a group that's called Shine On and Party. Jen, why should they join that one?
Oh my gosh, that is where we do all of our team events. So when we do like a new collection reveal, maybe we're going to have a special event in there. All throughout the year, we do some real signature events that are our team exclusive. And so our Shine On team is so notorious for our spectacular events. And so we want you to be in there to participate. It's also where we do our free jewels chat that we're going to tell you about. So we want to make sure that you are in there as well. And as you get up and going, you're going to also be adding your customers to that group also.
Exactly. And then we also have a group that's called One Stop Grace and Grit Graphics. So our team is Team Shine On. We are part of a larger group called Grace and Grit, run by Mary Grace. And she provides for us an entire Facebook group that is all dedicated to graphics. So what are you going to post in your VIP group every day? Your party scripts, just all kinds of helpful things for you to post. We don't need you to be or want you to be struggling with how do I make a graphic? Everything you're going to need really is in that group. So we're going to make sure that you're connected to both of those groups. There are other groups as well. We'll get you moving on. And maybe, again, you already have, but those are the two main ones I think we want you in right now. Okay, so we know that you joined this business to make money. So let's get to work. So in your looking at things already, you might have seen the phrase net and non, or seen like a dollar amount like 90 net or N/N. You see that a lot. So that is net and non, and is important to understand as far as specials and your pay. So Jen's going to take a minute to explain that now.
Yeah. So you know how we're going to break down starting with our sale. How many of you have taken advantage of our spectacular sale here at Park Lane, where you do your 6-pack, right? You do your 2 low price items, you do your 4 half price items. So let's start with there, and we're going to break that down. So your 2 lowest price items plus your 4 half price items are considered net. That means that's what you're going to see on your paycheck. Okay, so net is what you're going to get paid on, what you're going to see in your direct deposit statement. The non is going to be things like your bonus items. So your $35, once you spend whatever, then your bonus items kick in. So those are considered non. Non is non-commission, but they're still really important, and we're going to tell you why in a moment. But that's what in plus in means. So let's talk about that in regards to a style drop, right? We love style drops. How many of you have taken advantage of a special color impression bracelet or baby signature, right? Maybe you have gotten any of our style drops that we've had, any of the deals of the day, right? Maybe you have shopped those deals of the day, right? So anything like that, those are also considered non-commission. However, what is considered net is the purchase that's required for you to get that special deal. So for example, the style drops, it's normally a $40 purchase, right? So that $40 is net. You're getting paid on that. You are still getting credit for that non-commission in some fun other perks as well. So that would be considered like the style drop way. How about our host rewards, right? We have the best host rewards in all the land. And the best part about it is that not only does Park Lane provide those host rewards for us, but we also have an opportunity to continue to get paid on some of the pieces of our host rewards. That is outstanding. So we have our credit, right? Our hosts can get any of the shopping credit. Maybe you're right in the middle of that right now, and you're getting to pick out or have in the past host rewards. So there's those. And then the next piece of your host rewards are your thank you items or the bonus items as a host. Again, those are still considered non, but every single one of our hosts that qualify get 4 half price items. Guess what? You also get paid on those 4 half price items that your host gets to take advantage of. That is so incredible. All right. So that's a way to just boost up your pay and continue to build that income that you came here for. Okay. And then the last thing that I want to touch on, and another stream of income for us, is our Sparkle boxes. So our Sparkle boxes, many of you might already be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber already, then make sure that you talk to your leader or your recruiter and ask them when the best time to grab your Sparkle box is. It very well may be as soon as you hop off of this call. So there's 2 options. You can do the standard box, which is $24, or the premium box, which is $39. Both of them free shipping for all of our Sparkle boxes always. And this is such an exclusive club. Not only do you want to be a subscriber so that you can share it and continue to get more subscribers, but also your Sparkle Box subscribers are going to be your biggest fans. Those are your people that are going to be so hyped and so excited every single month to be getting an exclusive piece. If you have people in your life that like exclusivity, Sparkle boxes for them. And so our Sparkle boxes are unique because they show up as non. Essentially, you're not going to get paid on them at the first level. But when you're ready to go for a promotion for area or above, then you're required to have some net sales in order to get that promotion. And your Sparkle boxes actually count as a net for any of our promotions, which is absolutely amazing. And they're going to help unlock some free jewelry for you too. So you're going to want to definitely share and show Sparkle boxes as much as possible. So that is net and non.
Amazing. All right. Now that you know how you're getting paid, with your net and non, go ahead and comment net non if you get it now. You're like, got it. All right. So next part is, when are you getting paid? So let's take a look at the calendar so that you know what a Park Lane pay week is and how the weeks and the months work for Park Lane. So maybe just grab your phone if you're not already on your phone. Just open up the calendar on your phone so that it's in front of you while we have this conversation. So the way that the Park Lane pay week works is that it's Thursday through Wednesday. So everything we sell starting on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever is in by Wednesday business close, which is midnight Pacific, so midnight all time zones, then that's your pay for that week. Friday, they run the payroll for that week that closed on Wednesday, and your direct deposit shows up on Tuesday. So that means that the last Wednesday of any given month is the last day of the month, no matter what. Now, let's look at, for example, July. So in order to know when July started, we need to know when June ended. So June ended on Wednesday, June 26th. So week 1 of July was June 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, July 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So that's week 1 of July. And then week 2 was the 4th to the 10th. Now, July also is a 5-week month. So then week 3 of July's pay week was the 11th to the 17th. The 4th week will be the 18th to the 24th, and the 5th week, the 25th to the 31st. So July happened to be one of those months where the real end of the month is also the Park Lane end of the month. They are few and far between. So maybe let's also practice August. So in that case, August, the first week will be the 1st to the 7th. The second week will be the 8th to the 14th, the 3rd, the 15th to the 21st. And then the final will be the 22nd to the 28th, making August 29th, 30th, and 31st part of the first week of September. So, just making sure that you understand that if your sales for 1 week carry into the next week because a show did not close, if the sales change or anything like that, they're now subject to the new sale. So if you have an open show on a Wednesday that you don't close on Thursday and they change the special, that show is now subject to the special that was just announced. And that would be true for a July show carrying into August, an August show carrying into September. So that's why it is a great business practice to close your shows on Wednesdays when you know what the specials are, and so that you get paid on the work you did that week. You know, get those final orders in, get your hostess order, click submit so that on Friday, when you go into your back office and click tools and commission, you see a paycheck, and that Tuesday, when you open up your bank account, holla, there is money there.
You know, Michelle, I think it's worth noting too that, the submit button also works any other day of the week. Like, you don't have to wait until Wednesday.
Totally not.
You could be a planner and you could hit submit button on a Sunday, or maybe you have multiple things going on. So you're going to hit the submit button twice in a week.
Totally. Right. Because a Thursday show, let's say you do a show with a Thursday night live. By Sunday, honestly, anyone ordering is probably ordered by Sunday, which means Monday you can get your host order and hit submit. That way you're not, dragging things out. Exactly.
And I do know sometimes shipping is quicker when you do it on a Monday. The orders are
quicker. Yes.
So,
fun
fact.
Absolutely.
We just throw that in there as a little side note.
All right. So now we know how and when you're getting paid. But so let's talk about how you can also now earn rich rewards. I'm going to share my screen for a second because we have an amazing program. Now, can you please comment, jewelry, if you joined this business partially because you were super excited about the ability to earn a lot of free jewelry? Because if that's the case, then you're going to be super excited about our Rich Rewards program. So what we're going to do is I clicked field interface and then the downloads. The field interface is like our back office. Okay. So when we go to downloads, there's all kinds of forms and booklets and brochures. So when when you want to do your success plan with your leader. Some leaders call it the success plan. Some leaders call it the glam plan. This is that which you'll be going over. So keep this in mind. Then there's, what are we looking for back here? We are looking for our Rich Rewards Club brochure. So I'm going to zoom in on this so that Jen can go over with us how you're going to earn fantastic jewelry every single month.
Yeah. You know, this club never gets old, and I am so grateful that Park Lane allows us to do this every single month. Whether you are brand new, this is the first time that you're hearing about this on our team, or you've been here for, 50 years, you still get to take advantage of free jewelry every single month. And why is that important? That's important because it keeps our kits fresh so that we can continue to share new things and new jewelry with our customers. But the other really thing that's so important about this is that this program allows us to be generous. This program allows us to order some things that we've earned for free to be able to give back to our customers, to do prizes. You have been in, I'm sure, your stylist group. Maybe you're already in that Shine On and Party group, and you've participated in some of our events where you have won some of our prizes along the way, and you have benefited from the generosity of Park Lane. And then because of that, our stylists, we are able to be generous as well. And so that is such a beautiful thing about our Rich Rewards Club, is that it allows us to do that. So how are you going to earn up to $1,100 in free jewelry every single month? You're going to start with level 1. Okay, level 1 does have a time restraint on it, which is the first 2 commission weeks of any given month. So, for example, we're just going to look at August because that's what we're going to do. So, the first week of August, Michelle said, ends on the 7th. The next one would be the 14th. So the first 2 commission weeks, if we're looking at August, by the 14th, then you would need to have $1,000 of net and non-sales in submitted, and then you would get a $250 shopping spree. So here is where the extra in comes in, that non comes in. So your bonus item, your deals of the day, your style drops, all of those things count towards your sparkle boxes, count towards net and non to get you to this $1,000 in sales. So you want to make sure that you're strategically looking at your calendar when you're booking events, when you're looking to get more sparkle box subscribers, because here's another fun fact for you. You could have $1,000 just in Sparkle Box subscribers, so that when the first comes around and those Sparkle Boxes run, you could already guarantee yourself Rich Rewards level 1. All right. So think about those things, or maybe it's going to get you, your Sparkle Boxes will get you $300 to the way, and then you have a show that's going to get you the rest of the way. So just consider those things as you are looking at your Rich Rewards and playing that out. Yep, go ahead and scroll to level 2. Level 2, you're going to add one more week to your any given month. So 3 weeks, within 3 weeks of any given month, when you do 2,500 of net and non sales submitted, then you are going to qualify for a piece. Sometimes it's an ensemble, it just depends, of brand new jewelry that is yet to be released. So you're going to earn something, they're going to send it to you, so that then the next month when it's released, you already have it to be able to share and show in your style communities and with your sphere of influence. So make sure that you, again, put a reminder on your calendar, write on your calendar, RRC1, RRC2. That way you're never going to not know when those are in any given month. Go to the rest of the year, right? And go ahead and write in, August, September, October, write your weeks so that you already have that in your head. And then there's level 3. Guess what? There's more, and then there's more. What's great about this is that number 1, it's cumulative. So when you do $4,000 of net and non-sales in the entire Park Lane calendar month, then you are earning an additional $300 of jewelry. Now, what's also cool about level 3 is that if you didn't qualify for level 1 and or level 2, you can still qualify for level 3. How cool is that? So you just make up that little bit of sales doing $4,000 in a calendar month, Park Lane calendar month, and then you also can add on an additional shopping spree for yourself. Now, our next levels are amazing. They're all about team building, and we love team building here at Shine On. So, Michelle, tell us about how they can earn more by team building.
Yeah, the team building, which we're going to help you with, and we're going to show you how in a second, is really how you're going to even more rapidly increase your income. So when you have 2 team members join on with you that do qualify in their first 5 weeks of business, again, we're going to talk about that in a second, then you get to pick out yet another $300 in jewelry of your choice, which is absolutely fantastic, because that's added on to whatever you've also earned with the sales. And in a month that you have 4, then you also get to pick out yet another. So this is now, we have now done a full-blown $1,100 worth of jewelry that you can earn with our Rich Rewards program. And we're helping you with the sales, starting out with your launch party and getting you the bookings and supporting you with that, helping you with your VIP group. We're also helping you with the team building by working with you with who you know that may be interested in doing this with you, who loves jewelry. And we provide a really easy opportunity for you to share our business opportunity with the people you know through what we call the free jewels chat. Now, the free jewels chat takes place in 2 spots. It's in that Shine On and Party group that we told you about in the beginning. We also have a team business page. And have you ever seen a post where you can just, it's a public post so that you can click share on it? We have that. The page is called Team Shine On. That way, when we have a free jewels chat, all you have to do is click share, and you can share it to your VIP group. You can share it onto your personal timeline. You can share it into any open parties that you have. You can send it in Messenger to a friend. You can copy the link and text it to somebody. And all it is it's typically me and another leader from our team sharing about commonly asked questions about Park Lane. And each week is a little different because every leader's story is a little different. So after that's over, we call it the free jewels chat because who doesn't want to win free jewels, right? And you can simply invite by saying, hey, my team is having a free jewels chat tonight, and there's going to be a bracelet raffled off. I'd love to see you win. Would you like to jump on? That's all. And then at the end, there's a survey. They fill out the survey, and then we pick a winner from there. So this is every single Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And of course, the replay is available. There's always also a YouTube link of it that you can send to people not on Facebook. So it's just a wonderful opportunity to let us help you, right? Because you're so new that it's easy for you to invite someone to this because you're excited, right? And people are attracted to excitement. They're not attracted necessarily to knowledge just yet. And that's good because you don't really have any, right? Whereas we have the knowledge. So you bring them to the chat with your enthusiasm. We will keep it going. We will answer their questions. And then how do we get a new person started? The same way we got you started. We're going to book a launch party with them. The same person who launched you is going to launch your person, so that now your leader or the person who did your launch can do her launch as well. And then they will have all of those sales coming in. They will keep the paycheck on it, same as you did. And then when they reach their 1,000 in their first 5 weeks and you're active with sales in that same month, now you get a 5% raise.
Amazing.
That's a big deal. Now, I know that I'm not one for percentages, really. Like, I'm not like, oh, that's 40% off or whatever. Like, I have trouble with that. But here's what I don't have trouble with. If you were to do a $600 party net, right, which is a very normal party, you do a Facebook party on like a Thursday night, and then a bunch of people order, and the show is at like 900, and it's 600 net, 300 non, or something like that. So it's a $600 party that you're getting paid on. Today, while you're a fashion director, your paycheck would be $180. Now, of course, that's great. You're sitting in the chair you're sitting in now, showing jewelry, you're hanging out. It's amazing. But once we get you that 5% raise, That very same paycheck for the exact same amount of work became $210. Now, I know 210 is better than 180. I also know that it's not just that one party. It's both parties you do that week. It's all 6 parties you do that month. And that can be 100, 200. It's like doing a whole extra show without doing a whole extra show. So I want you to really start to envision that you can have a team that is working at times that you are not working, right? There's going to be a day, if you let us help you build a team, I want you to understand there's going to be a day that you're sitting at the baseball field, you're at your daughter's dance recital, you're grocery shopping, you're taking care of your mom, and your team is submitting shows. And when payday comes, there are lines and lines and lines of other people's names whose override on those sales you are entitled to from Park Lane. Not that it comes off of them. Park Lane pays you extra. Because of that, you shared this business with others. Please don't miss out on this opportunity, because if you choose to only sell, you are entitled to do that, absolutely. But just keep in mind that then the only time you're going to make money is when you go out and sell, right? And to me, that's a job, right? When you go sell, you're getting paid for the hours you are working. If you build a team, that's building a business, because now you're getting overrides when you work and when other people work. And we help you with those launches. You're not responsible for training until you are more advanced in the business. You're joining in every system that we have here at Park Lane. You're joining in on every training, and so is your team. So I know you're brand new, but think big here. Think Jen started here as a fashion director. And with how long before you were a branch? Pretty shortly after, and then an area the very next month. I remember that.
Yep, that's correct. Fashion
so
director.
From 35% to 40% plus 10% on her downline in a 2-month period. And then a few months after that was division. Mm-hmm. And then maybe a year later,
yeah,
was a senior division. So Jen has promoted 5 times and is an executive leader, and started here, same as you, with no experience at all. So if you think that team building's for other people, if you think these raises are for other people, they're not. They're for you. And you can have anything you want. Use the help that we are giving you, because we love to do it. So right now, we're going to actually work on, you know what, Jen, it seems like a good time to work on a list of some people.
Yeah, let's do it.
They're not just, because this will be a list that you can work on for booking shows as well as for sharing the business opportunity. So let's do that.
All right. Okay. So we are going to get a pen and a paper, right? If you don't already have one, this is a good time to grab that. And like Michelle said, you're going to do some jotting down right now, but you're also going to work on this list later. You can come back and replay, forward to this part in the call, and write down more names, however you see fit. But are you ready? All right. So who is the most competitive person that you know? Who loves to win? Who loves to get prizes, right? Who are those people that you know that are so super competitive? Because those are people that we find are not only great at the business, but they're also great hostesses as well, because they're going to go after that perfect 10 party. So who are the most competitive people that you know? Just jot them down. You do not have to overthink it. Just quickly write down, 3 names. Okay. All right. Here's the next person. Who is the person that you think is the easiest to talk to? Who do you pick up the phone when you want to chat? Who do you want to go out to coffee with? Who is good with words and just is a good conversation? Those are people that you want to consider bringing into your sphere of influence with Park Lane. All right, here's a fun one. All right, this one may take you a little bit longer to process. But if you had about $1,000 that you could bet on 10 people to do this job, to be a stylist here at Park Lane, who are those 10 people? Who would you bet money on that would be great at something like this? Someone that maybe is stylish, someone that's fun and bubbly. Who are people that you know that you think that you'd be like, yeah, I'd put money on that person. I just bet they'd be really good at something like this. All right, the next one is, who do you know that has been successful in direct sales? We have a really amazing opportunity to share with people that have been successful, that are successful, our direct appoint program, to bring them in at a leadership level. And so we would love to further the conversation. That may be a conversation that you want to start with your leader and just say, hey, I know this person. And then from there, we can kind of direct the conversation of where it needs to go. But also, those that have been successful in direct sales also sometimes make great hostesses. And so you may reach out to them as you're getting started, and they may help you out, present you to some people that you don't know yet. All right, the next person, and this is my personal favorite, who are the most connected people that you know? Who are the people that are just involved in your community? Who are people that are on the PTA? Who are people that are involved in your local country club? Who are people that are on any community boards, right? Where are those people? Those are people that you want to meet, because they are people that naturally introduce you to other people. So much of life is, who do you know? And so when you have people that are like, ooh, this is a person that I need to know, you need to know this person, right? And so when you work that network and get to know new people, that's what's going to continue to help you to build your business. So jot down those people and just get them going in your mind. And then once you have them, if you're feeling a little bit frozen, that's a good time when you do your glam plan or your success plan with your leader. That's going to be a great time to bring up those names, and your leader is going to be able to help you kind of decipher what to do with them from there. All right, that's the first list. Michelle, should we also talk about Frank? Do you want to do Frank also?
Yes, we have to invite Frank. Frank.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to also invite Frank to your party, okay? And if you're like, oh my gosh, who is Frank?
I don't know Frank.
I don't have an Uncle Frank. You do.
I think he wants
to have an Uncle Frank. Okay, so Frank is going to be, you're going to write down on your paper this way, Frank. You could also put an S on there too, I guess, an S if you want to. We'll do an S. Franks. There's lots of Franks that you're going to invite. Okay. So your first F is going to be 3 to 5 friends. Who are 3 to 5 friends that you have that are in your circle that you are like, yep, they are going to help me. I'm going to recruit them to help me. I'm going to ask, I'm going to pull in a favor here, and we're going to have a little conversation about what Park Lane looks like. Because sometimes in regards to recruiting that Michelle just talked about, that 5% raise often comes from a friend or a family member. So this may be something that you're going to invite someone into the business with you. Okay. R is for relatives. Who are, 3 to 5 relatives that you can include in this conversation? Now, remember your wraparounds. Wraparounds are not just necessarily your aunt, right? But a wraparound could be, a in-laws aunt, right? Who are people that you know that is kind of one step further? A cousin who has a cousin on another side, right? Who are people that are gathered around in a family get together? So think about your family members that live, in another state on, the other side of the country. Who are those people that you can jot down on a list? All right, A is for acquaintances. These are people that you actually might not even know their name. Maybe they're people that you see if you do business with a group of people, right? Maybe you just know them because of that. Maybe they're people that you know because you go into the bank often for work and you know that teller. Maybe it's someone in your local grocery store that you know. Maybe it's someone at, the kids' school, the pickup line, right? Who are those acquaintances that you're like, I don't know their name, but they're so cute, they're so fashionable, they're so bubbly. I need that person. I need to talk to that person, right? Write those names down. N is for your neighbors. Here's another great one for doing wraparounds. Okay, so your physical neighbors, right, that are close to you, but maybe it's going to be past neighbors from other neighborhoods. Maybe it's going to be a neighbor of a friend. Do you always go to a friend's house for a specific holiday? I know for us, we always go to the same place for like Halloween, a Halloween party. And they're, the neighbors all come over and we all hang out. So who are those neighbors? My friends' neighbors that maybe I know them, but I don't know them, right? So think about those wraparounds. K is going to be any connections that you have because of a child. So if you are a parent and your kiddos are young, maybe it's their school, maybe it is a daycare. If you have grandkids, maybe you're taking them to different activities. And so therefore you're meeting other parents. Could be that. It could be nieces and nephews, right? What are just some connections that you have because of kiddos in your life? Maybe you volunteer at church or a community program where there's kiddos involved, and so you're meeting other parents, right? Those are all great connections that just help your brain to think of people to associate with. S is going to be for, you could take this either way or both if you want to be an overachiever. It could be for a spouse or a partner. So who do you know because of your spouse or partner? Are they coworkers of them? Are they, friends of theirs from high school? Things like that. And then social media. Who do you know on social media? This is a great time to scroll your friends list because, fun fact, you're like, I don't even actually know who this person is, right? Or maybe you need to click on their name and refresh your memory. Oh, they got married. They have a new last name, right? Or they got divorced and they, went back to their maiden name. It could be either way. So refresh your memory with those social media contacts as well. Any groups that you're in, maybe you're in a specific group for your dog breed, or maybe you're in a group for a sports team that you like, or an exercise program that you're in, right? So think about those kinds of people that you've built connections with because of social media and being social. So that's Frank's. And that is a great start to a list that you're really going to be able to continue to add on as you continue on here at Park Lane.
Yeah, it's a list that you're always working on. It's like a living document, really. Your list. Yeah, because there's always new people coming in on stage right and exiting on stage left. So, all right. So let's talk about some tips in actually talking to these people that you're going to be wanting to book parties with, that you're wanting to share the business with, because we're definitely not hey girling. Okay. Does everybody know what I'm talking about? Tell me, comment, hey girl, if you've been the recipient of a hey girl message, like, hey girl, I just started a blah, 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 and I thought you'd like it. You should join my group. You should try my program. You should blah, blah, blah. And your first reaction is, who even is this? Right? That is bad. That's a bad system. We're not doing that. The second thing we're not doing is any kind of group chat invite, especially. Because let's say your launch party is a Facebook party and you send out a group chat about it. This would even apply more to an in-person. Let's say you're doing one of your in-person launch parties or party ever. And you send out a group chat to all the girls and you're like, hey girls, I'm having this party. Here's the general rule of inviting. Whoever can't come answers first because they know their own schedule. So if you're like, oh, I'm having this party on Thursday night and the people whose kids have basketball Thursday nights, for example, they immediately know they can't come, right? So they shoot back just to get that off their plate. Oh, I can't come on Thursdays. Mikey has basketball. And then, now somebody else remembers, oh, it's a Thursday. I have bowling or whatever. And now here come all the no's. And now all of a sudden it looks bad, right? Because out of the 30 people in this group chat, 4 or 5 just said they can't come. So now everyone else is like, oh, no one's going. So now people start making up excuses or whatever. And people who totally would have come aren't coming because they were privy to information they didn't need. Okay. They didn't need to know this, that, and the other one was coming because there's no such thing as an invite that 100% of people attend. So invitations are always personal. They are always sent separately. And the more specific you can be, the better. So that you're saying something to the effect of, Sarah, I would love for you to come because you're the fashionista of the group and I really need your help deciding what jewelry I should continue to put in my kit. I would love to get your opinion on the pieces. You seem to always know what's on trend. People love to share their opinions. They love to share their opinions. That's why Yelp is a thing. Okay, so make sure that you're, using language like that. Anybody who can't come to whatever you're inviting them to, you can always invite to stop by one day next week. Oh my gosh, I would still love to get your opinion. Would it be okay if I stop by one day next week? I need a little practice to show the jewelry, and maybe you can tell me what I should add next to my kit. That way you're getting in front of her with the jewelry. Maybe she falls in love. Maybe she wants to place an order. Maybe she wants to book a show. We're going to show you the guides in a minute, and that's called a personal appointment. And we have a whole training on that for you of what you can do when you sit with someone one-on-one or two-on-one for a personal appointment. So, all right, now we told you who to contact. We told you what to say. But what we do want you to know what to say. Now, we're going to show you some resources real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up with how you're going to actually get people on your calendar. So I'm going to head over here to Team Shine On, which is, of course, why am I doing all this? Okay, so here in the guides, on the top of the group is discussion. That's if you just want to see all the regular posts that are happening. The guides is where we
I can't see your screen, Michelle.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, to do a screen share, you have to click share screen.
Sometimes that helps.
Okay.
There we go.
So now we're here at Team Shine On. And at the top of the group is where you're going to find assorted resources. The main of which we're going to show you right now is the guides. So in the guides, this is kind of like your reference section, your Encyclopedia Britannica, as I age myself, and show you the sections of things that you need. So for example, here in the guides, we have your first 90 days of business. This is where you're going to find the majority of what you need right now. A video on how to choose your kit and your rich rewards so that you choose things that you like, but also that sell well and will allow you to show bundles. The party script so that you have a whole outline of what to say at your shows right in front of you. Then here, as you continue to click through, how to ask to book a party. That's going to be helpful. We're going to go over some of that in a second. Some tips for your social media, words to invite. So do you see how each of these things allow you to click into them and either see the words to say that you can copy and edit and paste, that you can put in front of you, all the different things that help you right here in the beginning. You're also going to find the videos of like how to do a cart. Has your stylist ever sent you, if you were a customer first, did your stylist have you send a wish list and then she sent you back a cart with all the pieces in it and said, now you're saving $168, and then you clicked on that cart and that's how you checked out? Now you're going to be the one making the cards. Now, the way that you will make a cart is to A, know how to explain the sale, and then B, know how to make a cart. Whenever you do any of these computer ones, how to share a cart, how to, start up a party, you always want to have 2 devices if you can. What I mean is you're going to have your device that you're doing it on, maybe your computer, and the device that you're watching it on. So maybe your iPad or your phone even. That way you can watch what, that one of them is Jen saying how to set up the show. When she says, click the button that says create show, pause the video, click the button that says create show. Okay, now I continue. And this is so that we rescue you from having to be on the phone with someone saying, okay, so see where it says create show? No, it's blue. Oh, wait, the button's pink now? Okay, it's pink. Click the pink button. And now you're like sweating. Maybe I'm self-projecting, but I hate that. And I don't want to put any of you through that. Also, some of you want to do your training on the train on your commute to work. Some of you want to do it late at night. Some of you want to do it in the morning. So this is your new Netflix, okay? Your current Netflix pays you $0, and there's nothing on in the summer anyway. So just go ahead, forget your binging, binge your new business so that you can start to make money. So that's why we designed it like that. And definitely a rule of thumb. If you watch something in the guides and you use something in the guides, message your recruiter always. Message your leader always. Hey, I just watched Share a Cart. Because what your leader is going to say is, amazing, let's practice. And they can send you their fake wish list and you can send back a cart and you're like, yay, I know how to do it, so that you're not sweating the first time you're doing it by yourself. We're not trying to make it not be personal. We want you to be able to watch something at your convenience, then hash it out with your leader. So now getting people on your actual calendar is a really important skill. So Jen and I have been using the same words forever because it's the same thing as like you go to the doctor, you go to the dentist, you go anywhere. When they want to give you the next available appointments. And that's kind of what we want to do too. They're letting you know what they have and you pick from that. And this, everyone, is called calendar control, because I know that some of you work full-time, some of you work part-time, some of you have kid schedules you're working around. Maybe you're taking care of your parents. Maybe you have travel plans. And no matter what the situation, nobody gets to just stomp all over your time, right? So one of the best things about this business is the flexibility. So we want you to have that flexibility and work when it's good for you. So if Jen was booking a party with me, I would say something like, okay, Jen, so I'm so excited we're going to do this party. Yay. So are you thinking, do you want to do like a weekend or a weekday?
Oh, definitely a weekend is better for me.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's busy during the week with the kids. That's fine. Okay, so are you thinking like a daytime, like a brunch and bling, or are you thinking more like an evening girls' night out?
Oh my gosh, my friends love a good mimosa bar. Let's do a brunch and bling.
All right, fantastic. So I have Saturday the 10th and I have Sunday the 18th. Which is better?
Oh gosh, we already have something planned on the 10th. So yeah, let's do the 18th. That sounds great.
All right, fantastic. Is like noon okay?
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
All right, fantastic. I'll tell you what, Jen, that's such a great choice. Brunch parties are a little shorter. People come, they shop, they have their little mimosas, and then they go and you have the whole rest of the day with your family. So it'll work out beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. They're going to love it.
Now, I know we're doing a little fun skit for you here, but honestly, that's how it goes. Yeah. That is how it goes. If they had said during the week, I'll be like, yeah, you know what? Sometimes the weekends are so busy for people. You'll be better off during the week. Always confirm what they want is the best choice. And then offer 2 choices. Did you see how each time I gave 2 options? Weekday, weekend, day, night, 10th or 18th. Then I just went in for the jugular with the time because I don't want to give her time options. If she wants a different time, she can tell me that. So, because sometimes people are like, ooh, 12's a little early. Can we do 1? I go for as early as possible. I would say 11.
11. Yeah, that would be my, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't say that, actually.
sometimes people will say, could we do 11? And I'm like, oh, listen, I'll show up at 9. Okay.
That's right.
Get this party started. But honestly, that works. It has worked for me since I learned this skill I'm in this business since 2000. I think I learned that in like 2001. I've been doing it since. So 23 years I've been putting people on my calendar in this way. I promise it'll work for you too. All right. So let's kind of wrap it up here, because I just really want you, and I talked about this a little at the beginning, I really want you to cast a vision for yourself as to what this is going to be for you now, and then how it can continue to grow, because you're looking at Michelle and Jen of today, right? So I told you Jen's story a little earlier. I started this, like I just said, in June of 2000. So I'm really exactly 24 years in direct sales. I was 14 years with another company and 10 years here at Park Lane. When I started originally, all I needed was $600 a month because I was a teacher on maternity leave, and I just wanted the money to pay the COBRA so I could try to extend my maternity leave longer. So I was out on that leave. The summer was here, and now it was like school's coming in September. So if I could get that 600 coming in reliably, then I wouldn't have to go back to school in September, and I could kind of do that FMLA and buy myself a little more time. So month 1, I did 3 parties and I made $604.62. And my husband and I were like, oh my gosh, that's what it takes. Like, cause the girl told me I made $200 at the party she did for me. So I was like, okay, I guess so 3 parties a month. Right. So the next month I was like, well, that was kind of easy. Maybe I'll do 5 parties so that we can have $1,000 and we'll have a little extra. That worked. The month after that, somebody wanted to join my team. And I was like, oh wait, there's money for that too. Fantastic. Let me do that some more. So as it turns out, by the time school started in September, I was already pregnant again anyway. So thank God I did this, because I would have been out on maternity leave again and had no leave this time. Right. So now I just kind of continued on that path, and fast forward through yet a 3rd child, 14 years later, Park Lane called me because we do have that direct to point program. So Jen is a homegrown Park Laner, started here from the beginning, moved up through the ranks. I'm a direct to point, which means that Park Lane contacted me on someone's recommendation, because we will honor a leader's past experience and potentially bring them here at a similar level to their former company. So I went on that interview, loved what I heard. This jewelry is way lighter weight than what I sold before. It doesn't smell as bad in my car. It doesn't smell bad at all in my car, and all the things that make it easier to sell jewelry. And I made the switch to Park Lane, and I've been here the past 10 years, therefore putting me on the world's longest maternity leave. So my goals have obviously changed many times through the years. If I only made $600 now, 24 years in the business, that would be really, really bad, because I've changed my goals many times. I'm not a teacher anymore. I pay the mortgage. I pay all kinds of other things now. But I am as successful today as I was my first month in June of 2000, because in June of 2000, I set a goal and I achieved that goal. And in summer of 2024, I'm setting goals and achieving goals. And it doesn't matter that one is a $600 goal and one is a 6-figure goal. They're both equally celebrated and important. So I want you all to understand that as well. So do you know what's the dollar amount that you need in order to say my business is successful? Because if you are thinking, I just want extra money, you're never going to know how to celebrate, because how much extra? What are we spending it on? Do you need extra money because you're short on your car payment? Do you need extra money because your son's baseball camp went on a credit card? Do you need extra money because you have orthodontia for a child coming up, because you have no money in your retirement fund? What's the dollar amount that's fixing that problem to start? Tell your leader that number, because we can work with you on how many shows will that take. If we build your team, how much faster can you get there? How soon can we increase that number if that's something you want to do? What incentives will you earn along the way with that type of goal? You know, you'll earn this amount of jewelry most likely every month. You can be on track to earn our trip to Switzerland that we are in the beginnings of earning. These are all the things that we're going to talk about with you on your success plan appointment. So please make sure that if you have not had a glam plan or success plan appointment with your leader, message them immediately right now from your other device. I need my glam plan, and set up that Zoom so that you and your leader can go over all of these details, because we want to celebrate the goals that you set, because that's the definition of success. I'm going to say it again more clearly. Success is the achievement of the goals you set. Jen's goals are different from my goals, are different from your goals, are different from Joy's goals, are different from Phyllis's goals, and everyone's goals are important and valued. And you are important and valued here on this team. So with that, we are so glad you spent this hour with us. I know that, you know, that's a lot of time to take out of your day, and maybe you watch this in segments, but whatever you did, congratulations. If you have any additional questions, put them here in the chat. We'll get back to you. Message them to your leader. Do that success plan appointment. And we look forward to seeing you on our Tuesday Lunch and Learns, on our Thursday recognitions, and all the other things that we do here at Team Shine On. Jen, thank you so much for coming on. So appreciate you doing this.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.